Hello, good morning. This is just a quick video to request legal representation with issues that I'm facing under Section 3 detention of the Mental Health Act at Cygnet Q Stoke, where I've been since the 2nd of August here on Hayward Ward. I'm currently detained under Section 3 of the Mental Health Act at Cygnet Q Stoke, Hayward Ward. I'd like to request a replacement consultant, as my responsible clinician won't let me take voice notes of consultations, as is my right in law. Although I sympathise with this position in as much as that Cygnet, his employer, is enforcing this policy, I feel it would be of mutual benefit to request a replacement consultant. This is what Google AI says about requesting a change of consultant following a breach of GMC guidance. The prompt I gave was, if I'm detained under a section of the Mental Health Act, does it provide within the Act for me to ask for a replacement consultant if I feel that mine isn't following the General Medical Council guidelines? AI responded saying, navigating mental health law can be complex. Here's a breakdown of how the Mental Health Act and related processes address concerns about your consultant. Key points: requesting a change. While the Mental Health Act itself might not explicitly state replacement consultant, it does allow avenues to address concerns. Many NHS trusts have policies that allow patients to request a change of consultant. This typically involves making a request in writing, outlining your reasons. Reasons could include concerns about adherence to General Medical Council guidelines, which is what's happened. It says in their decision-making and consent document, I believe paragraph 14, that doctors should accommodate patients' wishes if they'd like to record consultations. More on that in a bit. Second opinion pointed Dr. SOAD. I don't really need to get a second opinion on my treatment at the moment. General Medical Council guidelines. All doctors in the UK, including psychiatrists, are bound by GMC guidelines. If you believe your consultant's not following these, you have the right to raise your concerns. Trust policies. This is the bit that's also a bit of a stumbling block for me. The individual NHS trusts will have their own policies on changing consultants and handling complaints. It's essential to familiarise yourself with the policies of the trust providing your care. In summary, you have the right to raise concerns about your consultant's practice, while a direct replacement might follow local trust policies. The SOAD process and complaint procedures offer ways to address concerns about treatment. It's advisable you seek help from advocacy services, which I have already done regarding this matter, specifically recording, and they haven't added anything or supported me. Most of them actually, in their defence, weren't very clear on the law surrounding it. Neither was I until 2023 when I wrote the article I'll show you in a minute. But they can help navigate the process. AI says it's strongly advised that you seek legal advice from a solicitor that specialises in mental health law for specific advice to your situation. I've got all of the Twitter handles and emails from the document that I was just given this morning. They've got a list of solicitors in the office. They were happy to provide that to me when I requested. There's a YouTube video here on recording psychiatric consultations. That's quite a good video where I just read through the article.
Hello there. Thanks very much for joining me. I've decided to be a tiny.
Then there's a link to the article that I read in that document, which I'm going to post on Twitter. That's why I converted them into tiny URLs. That document, available on Google Drive, is got citations from Cambridge University, medical protection, medical legal protection agencies, NHS policy documents. This is the British Medical Journal guidance, and also obviously GMC guidance, the Data Protection Act exemptions, and the British Medical Association. So there's lots of citations. Here's a link to the Cambridge University British Journal of Psychiatry Bulletin, which is a bit more credible, although referenced in my article for you to look at. It basically says that it is totally acceptable. There is no grounds under which they can refuse to let me record my psychiatric consultations. Again, it says the General Medical Council recommends that doctors make arrangements where practical to support patients in understanding and retaining health information, including accommodating patients who wish to record relevant consultations. There's the citation on that. So the problem is that after having various NHS AWP, that's Avon and Wiltshire Partnership staff, attending, it should say, my ward round, or having attended, from out of area placement coordinators, care coordinators and community psychiatric nurses who discuss sourcing new supported accommodation, ongoing treatment and aftercare, it was then put to me recently that I'll be transferred to a rehab following a letter from NHS Devon Partnership Trust, where I've lived in Bristol since 2021 November. It was then claimed that they, rather than, that's their DWP, rather than AWP NHS was funding for my healthcare. And so this is whose policies I should be referring to and contacting regarding a change of consultant. I have a good working relationship with my doctor. Aside from our ongoing dispute, he's been considerate, succinct and reasonable. However, my ward rounds, it's been claimed during my ward rounds that I'm in an AWP bed by several members of their own staff, but asserted in writing that I'm also funded by DPT. So have a look at my other sort of YouTube videos this week if you want more information on that. As a result, I'm feeling a little unsure of my situation. Be extremely appreciative if any available Mental Health Act solicitor could get back to me at brodymcleod10@gmail.com or on 07576 713026 or via Hayward Ward Signet Q-Stake. The ward round is in about 2 hours at 1:30. I'll be requesting the GMC number in order to raise a concern with GMC by email, but would value any other assistance available. Just for reference, this is the response to my complaint about recording. It says, Service Manager's review of complaint dated 5th of November 2024. I appreciate your patience while we investigated the concerns you've raised. This investigating officer has completed their investigation and having considered their findings, I do not uphold your complaint. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for bringing these concerns to my attention so that we may learn from them. Whilst I'm unable to uphold some of the issues that you've raised, I accept that they are valid concerns from your perspective, and I hope this response assures you they've taken your concerns seriously. I've responded to each of the points that you've raised below. You've told me that you state you're not happy about being refused the right to electronically record your ward rounds. There, gambit, preamble, justification, and, I think poorly referenced response went on to say the decision about not recording ward round was made in line with current Signet policies and British Medical Association guidance. In your review, in your interview with the investigating officer, you didn't show any overt memory impairment. You're able to retain and recall information discussed and were able to cite different articles and guidelines. This doesn't make any difference that I don't have amnesia or Alzheimer's or dementia. It doesn't change my inalienable human rights or the rights under the Mental Health Act or the GMC guidance on the matter. It goes on to say your thinking and rationale for requesting recording appears to still be influenced by your persecutory beliefs. Now, I just think not being able to record ward rounds creates a bit of a vacuum of accountability. I would prefer that, when there's things like differentiations in opinions or constructed statements on funding and various other issues that I'd like to get accountability from. I can't put in a complaint, I can't litigate, I can't go to a solicitor about any of the things which might be inconsistent, improper, malfeasant or constitute malpractice. Not that I'm saying that there has been, but I don't know until I get legal advice whether there has or hasn't been. And I sort of bit chicken and egg. I can't actually get that information to a solicitor without having a recording. The recommendations made as a result of your complaint, I was encouraged to share my views about reviewing Signet policy regarding recording ward rounds. Any questions, blah, blah, blah. If you're unsatisfied, you can go for an operation director's review, which I might well do. And yeah, that's from the manager. Anyway, please watch the article, please read the video. Please get in touch with me and please help me out with representation and upholding my right to record ward rounds. Anybody in the UK should be able to do that, and it would be great if more people had the confidence, the competence, the permissible upholding of their rights and the chance to just use your phones, take a recording of your ward rounds, go back, listen to your ward rounds, chart your recovery, make sure everything's being done by the book, and help make mental health a more cohesive, collaborative and progressive system of medical care with enhanced retention of information and accountability. That's 9 minutes, 27 seconds. Thanks for watching, and please do get in touch if you're able to. Thanks.